Introducing the all-new version 2 MMI turret in beautiful black and sand. This thing looks gorgeous. I'm a big fan of the update. V2 has really improved the watch to the next level, but it kept its key aspects, its affordability and great features. Coming in at $288 USD. But what are you getting for your money? Is it worth it? Let's find out. I'm gonna quickly interrupt to show you guys the chronograph. This one is a mecha quartz and it has no useless subdials like the famous Seiko Panda that everyone is going crazy for. This one is also a Seiko mecha quartz, but we have a 12-hour subdial, a 60-minute subdial, and a running seconds, 60-second subdial. So everything useful, way better. Make sure you stay till the end of my video where the full review on this awesome mecha quartz will pop up. The MMI Turret V2, just like the V1, has the ROTA date disc. It's a date complication that has a marker that jumps in a circular fashion around the dial. You can see it near the center there, and on V2 it is much improved. Version 1 had tiny, pill-shaped, little markers. This one has improved special legible paint that catches the light, and also it's about 80% larger. Here we can clearly see the date under the 12 o'clock right there, so it's the 31st of the month. The turret was inspired by an ironclad warship, and it does give off that vibe with that wide stance, side slabbed case with vertical brushing, excellent high polished bevel that runs across the top of the lugs and mid case, and you can see that bezel sinks in there really nice into that case. It's ultra thin bezel. Now let's have a listen. Everything lines up excellent, clicky feel. It's a little bit difficult to grip because it's so thin, the bezel, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy and a positive experience. Just like V1, we have the ion plated stainless steel bezel. It looks really shiny. This one has C3X1 lume. Before, it was C1X1 lume. So V2 should have better lume, even with this creamy faux patina, which I'm a huge fan of with black. And I love that chaptering, that thick sand colored chaptering right there. It looks awesome against the black. Everything is so cohesive here. Some micro brands, they have a different colored lume on the bezel than the hands, than the dial. Even Oris has tremendous difficulty matching the hands with the indices. But here, everything matches. The chaptering, the hand, the baton indices, and of course, the bezel insert. So they did a really good job paying attention to detail here. Version 2 also has longer indices that are pushed to the edge, giving it more of a balanced look, maybe even more wrist presence. I think it just looks better than version 1 for sure. These are the dimensions: 40 millimeters in diameter, thickness of 13.5, no drilled lugs, and a lug to lug of 47 even. Now, you can see the creamy lume on that crown. It is a lumed crown coming in at 7 millimeters, nice big screw down crown, giving the watch 300 meters of water resistance. Now we do have a strange 40 by 22 stance, which I love. Gives it that explorer vibe, the wide Batman ear look. So this is 22, tapering down to 20. Solid end links that are female, so gonna aid in wearability, very nice. We have thick screws here, nice thick screws, not those tiny screws. Fully milled clasp, 5 micro adjusts, and it's really thin, which is nice. Usually the clasps are thicker. So twin button release, and you can see the milled clasp and the case back. Quick release spring bars as well. The sapphire crystal is flat with 10 layers of anti-reflective coating, very nice. The hands are completely brushed, baton style, just like the indices, with pencil style tips. And this watch should be released in May or June. So get in early. They're only going to make 100 units of this watch. So small batches here, and they have some great colorways. I love the silver and orange, the blue and silver, and this one is great as well. Version 2 is definitely a home run. We're going to do the weight sized up for my 6.5-inch wrist. 163. Yup, this one does feel substantial on the wrist. Powering your turret is going to be the NH35. Tried, true, reliable, beast of a movement, 21.6 VPH, hack and wind, automatic, 24 joules, 42 hours of power reserve. And look at this, +7. Let's ignore the first number. We got 2, we got 3 coming up. Very little error there, 0.1, nice. 264 amplitude, a tad low, but actually very healthy for the NH line. Let's do the fourth and final round because we're ignoring the first. +3. Okay, we're gonna do 12 down now to see the positional variance. How is it gonna react on your wrist? Beat error went to 0. Okay, so they're definitely regulating these. I believe in 12 down position. Oh, yep, look at this. 5, 4, and now flatlined. 0 with 0 error. Amplitude dropped very little. Man, this is a good NH movement. Sometimes you never know what you're gonna get. Let's do one more. Let's see if we can get it to deviate. Fourth and final round or fifth round, 0 with 0 error. Very nice. There is the Lume shot, and the faux patina Lume is doing pretty good. Very nice on the bezel and baton indices. The hands are a little bit weak, and the lumed chapter ring. I'm looking around the camera. I'm doing some gymnastics. I don't see it on the camera. So weak lume on the chapter ring. But guys, this is a prototype, so maybe the hands and the chapter ring will improve. And you can see the ROTA date disc at the 31 position under the 12. Of course, we do have a loomed crown. All right, so decent lume, but it is fading fast. It is, again, faux patinaed lume. So I wasn't expecting powerful lume, but on the other colorways, because it's C3X1, I'm expecting much better. For under $300, you're getting a sapphire crystal 300-meter diver with a unique design and a cool date complication. So definitely something to consider if you're looking for a beefy, substantial watch. This one does have the wide stance because of the 22, and it does feel a little bit heavy. Some people love that, and I think the V2 is a winner. I never had V1 in hand. I only looked at photos, but I think V2 is a winner, and excited about V3. It's getting better and better. Now guys, make sure you check out the full review of the chronograph, okay? And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.